Pie running Lego the Hobbit restricted any percent. Can you still see? Okay. That's not in the way. Okay. We gotta move our mic here. That good?
Move it. That's fine.
That's good? Okay.
That work for you?
Works for me. That's fine.
Oh, it's weird that I'm like, don't have to press buttons. No?
Yeah, this is really weird. We're doing now a run where we both have happening right now in the game, so we're fine. Yeah, so welcome to Lego the Hobbit. Restricted. So there are a few things. Hello, back. There are a few things that are going to be going in run as we kind of do rerun setup here. One of those things is going to be turning on VSync. That is where we get the restricted any percent for. Basically, what restricted any percent, we are restricted to being at 60 FPS. But if we were to be doing regular any percent, we could have as much FPS as we wanted. But since we obviously aren't having that, then we don't worry about it. And then also one thing that we did is we put in this cheat code called N0CUT5. What that is it stands for no cuts, and it allows us to skip the cutscenes in run. So
Most of them.
Most of them. There's one unskippable cutscene. So without further ado, timing will begin. Skip this cutscene. It'll be in 3, 2, 1, go. So we're going to be starting off here in Erebor. I'm going to immediately fall off the edge.
Yeah, we haven't played this game in months because everybody's been doing so well. We had to throw a bonus run. And we're kind of just, you're going to watch us de-rust.
It'll be great.
And definitely...
You know, stranger things have happened.
That's true.
But like, honestly though, guys,
Why can't I change my character?
because you have to hit this first.
Oh. See,
As like a community, this is as a marathon organizer, this has been the best problem I have ever been able to have, which is my runners are doing too good. We need to pull in a backup. Runners have been going. You guys as runners have been doing extraordinarily well, and tech has been going extraordinarily smooth, even for a run as chaotic as that sports shuffler.
oh, I missed. Right, I'm doing some low-key stud draining because at the end of levels, you know, it tallies up all your money, and if we stud drain, aka ourselves so we lose money, we end up with less money at the end, and so it takes less time at the end. So you'll see us stud drain quite a few times to help save some time. In some places it doesn't matter, other places.
So this is going to be our first major skip in this run. This is gem skip. What's going to happen is I'm going to run and jump dive into this cutscene trigger. Then I'm going to menu out, drop back in, and it basically skips this trigger where Gopher there would run through the door and the door would shut, and we would have to do this puzzle to get it put back. But with doing gem skip there, we can jump through the trigger so that way the door stays open and be good to go. We need planks and
Okay.
of course.
Okay. One of the things that's interesting about this game is that whenever the screen is full screen, it goes wide, like it is about to do right there. Player 2 can move with AK. So even if like we're still in a cutscene or something, like I can move as long as it's that. Which really is able to like help us out in a lot of different, especially the next part that we're going into after we collect these. So it's kind of interesting. You'll see me do that quite a bit.
Yeah. This is a cool little mechanic where we have to build this specific pattern. And we have to build a specific design. That's why we collect the materials. This is the only time in the run, though, where these... And we just have to do some mining here before we go to our next major skip, which is the skip that Dr. Pie was talking about called Barrier... Or Barrier Cliff?
Who knows? All I know is that I don't really remember what... Oh.
But either way, we're going to get the camera pan where Dr. Pie will be able to move, and she's going to have to move in a very specific way to jump over this barrier.
Oh, I definitely missed it. If I had been able to do it right, we would have jumped over this, and instead of this trigger right here where we get all these other barriers to fall over, I'll be able to walk all the way across this and go down to the next trigger and just skip all of this. But luckily, we have a backup.
And it's actually a pretty cool backup. So, Lego the Hobbit introduced this mechanic called buddying up. And what happens is Dr. Pie is going to buddy up with us. We're going to hover, yep, and then go down into the... That's sick?
Yeah, that was sick.
But we are going to spin, and as long as Dr. Pie is mashing the X button and not, not moving the stick at all, then we will be able to continue to hover, and which then allows us to skip some puzzles and drop down right into this next area.
Like that.
You'll be seeing us buddy hover, doing some pretty decent sized buddy hovers coming up here in just a little bit.
Buddy hovers have to do with a lot of the skips we were able to do. It's a super fun mechanic, really fun way to...
Yeah, so, yes, this is a Lego game, and you're probably like, wait, I remember Lego games being much longer than 35 minutes. Well, that's because we are going to be very much breaking this game.
Which you'll see in a little bit. Leave us a surprise.
Yeah, this game's broken. It's great.
It's really fun. Here, if I move forward in the cutscene, I actually get stuck in a treasure chest, and we have to So I have to be careful not to get too eager. And so this is called money hops.
Can you fall down?
So the buddy hovers, you either get to side buddy or like back buddy, and Alex is moving us and jumping us for a specific way to just hit those coins just right, that we can jump right over it and not have to worry about, and we get to skip through all of that. And now we're in a really fun auto scroller where
Which is kind of scary, actually.
Yeah, I mean, literally he's there and he's a red dragon, but he is so like flaming, fucking black.
Yeah. This is a great time, guys, for you to get your donations in for the Electhead bid war. So please continue to donate. We're really close to being able to fund an entire reel. So please get your donations in. I know I'm begging, but that's because I want to help as many as possible increase their chances of adoption. It's the whole reason why we put on this event. And so continue, guys, to donate.
Yeah, we're $180 away from funding one whole kid video. Which would introduce 600 families to a kid, increasing their chances of adoption by over like times.
Yeah. So what we're going to be doing right now is called Bush Lawn.
This is our biggest jump, like our most skippage. Because we can just jump over this invisible wall, and right now we're just off into the background. We're not making... There's no way. Okay, so we just jumped off into the background, and now we're just gonna wander through the woods, and you know, maybe we'll end up somewhere good. Let's see.
Where are we? We don't know.
No, we don't know. And also, why the programmers programmed this, I have no idea. Why we can walk over here, but we can. And we are actually literally gonna wander ourselves into another level.
Yeah, so you guys know the events of An Unexpected Journey. The only thing that matters is that prologue where it introduces the mouth. Otherwise, we're just gonna skip an entire movie of content.
Because why not? We're
yeah.
speedrunners.
We're actually going to be skipping about 2 movies worth of content. Because, you know, Peter Jackson for some reason, didn't think to look out of bounds in the backwoods of the Shire for silly guy.
What? That's wild. So yeah, we're gonna come down to a river. Who are making the thing.
Okay.
It's okay, you gotta do. Okay. Buddy up. So he's gonna buddy hover us over the river. This is into this level that we're jumping in. And in a little bit we're gonna be able to hit some other level triggers and skip a whole bunch of stuff. Because why not?
Oh. Awkward. One more hover we're gonna do here.
And then we're gonna do my favorite. Of course. No?
Oh, just jumping in here?
Yeah. Yeah, so when we get over this hill, or to the other side of the river, up this hill, Zoj is gonna jump into this wall up here and hit a trigger or some random level at the end of the level, I think. And, literally there's just a level trigger. Skip a ton. Yeah. And we're at the end of the level.
Stood before
The next level.
We're at the end of a level. Because then for this trick, I'm gonna jump down here. Because for some reason, if you just drop down here, then you can skip this entire room. And this room, where we're at right now, is at...
This is what we're calling... Rusty. We're trying to skip this whole sneak section. As we can. If I can actually jump properly. Oh my Lanta. There we go. So if we jump over, stick to the wall, we just spawn right down here at the end. Boom, done.
And that jump can be pretty finicky.
It is, obviously, as you just saw. Sometimes, like, you know, when we've practiced for a while, we usually get it first. I for sure.
Yeah.
But it's been a while.
We played getting ready for Midwest Speed Fest, I think.
Yeah, I think that was
a couple months ago.
cool. Yeah, because I went.
The disturbance of the
Yes, we haven't played this game.
Confirmed that
Lesson 4.
In other words, runners, y'all are too good. You're making us do Rusty speedrun.
Okay, it's kind of fun to show it.
the abandoned fortress of Dol.
So this level that we're going into actually is my personal favorite trick, birdlet.
Oh, this is a good one.
So this trick is going to involve me wedging myself into a tree, and then while I am wedged into the tree, Dr. Pie is going to go move a camera to a specific position. Hey, you got the shot!
Yeah.
And then with the camera in the specific position that it is, we will then be able to basically have Gandalf build up a lot of momentum. Then Dr. Pie is going to break the tree, Gandalf is going to fly up in the air, and then we're going to be able to go
jump over some
the
invisible walls.
Yeah.
So right up here is a bird that we're supposed to save. Over here is a bird we're supposed to save. But we ain't gonna do that. Because why would we?
We have to count.
I count the sounds. And just like that. not? Okay, how do I do this?
Jump and swing. You have to do one. We'll just... Oh.
What the?
Switch! Switch! That just...
I don't know. That was not how that was supposed to happen, but it worked. Basically, we just prevented ourselves from having to do some other things. Just find random things to jump on and do the things. Oh, the things happen.
That is the best way to describe that.
No, hit Azog. Hit the bully. Of course I know what his name is. We hide in that corner there because if we don't, then he'll shoot us across the room. His like power will shoot us across the room. And then we have to run over to him. So if we hide in the corner, then we are close to him. So we like this corner. So he's gonna try. Which isn't very friendly. And then while Zoj is fighting I like the slow motion stuff because I can dive roll. Now we got an auto scroller where we can whip our staff back and forth.
Whip my staff back and forth, I whip my staff back and forth, I whip my staff back and forth. I have a question, guys. Why aren't you donating? Come on. You don't need that cup of coffee this week. But kids need a home.
What are these studs?
So, in this part where we're fighting this boss, we have to wait out these cycles. And then when these blue bricks show up, then we will know that we are in the right spot.
What is my button?
The shield is going to come up, and once we put up our shield, we blast these bricks away.
Can you build?
That's on the complete opposite.
Well, you can use the blue bricks, but only the blue bricks to build this thing. So then we shoot magic stuff at our friend Sauron. Why are you not doing the thing you're supposed to be doing? And then he gets mad and shoots it. And yeah. Now we're gonna stud drain because we want no studs at the end of this. I am not jumping.
And the reason why we don't want studs is because for the game to calculate your studs takes about 4. So if we just get rid of all of our studs, then it stays 4. Which, in a marathon setting, isn't that big of a deal, but when you're going for PB attempts, 30-minute game,
4 seconds.
literally
Break.
make your brain
Yeah. You're always
And if we grab studs, we've got more than enough time to just fall. So that way so it's not that big of a deal. It's not a deal at all.
Why am I shooting magic and not killing the enemy right in front of me?
It means auto aim.
Bruh.
Better enemy.
Uh-oh. can. Not a
That is the Necromancer. Ice launch is coming up. So now we're going to do a little bit of a hub world. Skipping a decent chunk of stuff. Yeah, just being.
Yeah. Oh, I was definitely gonna. So, we forgot to explain this before, but when we buddy up with something in between us, the game doesn't know what to do, so it just shoots up in the air, which is what we did for our bushel. So, it's up in the air and theoretically gets us over this wall. Sometimes it doesn't like us.
Yeah, there we go.
That
kind
one
of
definitely
finicky,
does.
so getting a third try is definitely possible. Obviously you want to get everything first try, but we're rusty, so.
Well, yeah, we're rusty, and that one just stinks
It's hard.
anyway. Even when we're rust,
The company had arrived at the main
it's a
gate
rough
of the one-
trip, but it's really cool. So Zoja's gonna do the same thing. In order to do it properly, I have, like, he can't do it with me. He has to do it with somebody else, and I actually don't move it over to the wall. So normally we have to do like some puzzles and stuff and go up the stairs. But if he can position himself correctly around this rock, he can save a ton of time even with a couple fails and shoot all the way up this wall. It's a big wall. He can shoot himself up and just like we've done multiple times, get over some walls, miss triggers, all the things, get up there. But it's a really, really, really hard one.
Yeah, and this launch is like field based. Like you can set it up really well, but you have to do very specific time.
Yeah, so sometimes, oh, that one might be good. Oh. It's really, really hard to tell sometimes. But, like, I literally don't even... Oh, that one, we got it. Well, we got somewhere. So we're supposed to do that, but higher.
You kind of get an idea. I'm gonna give this a couple more tries, and it is a little bit of a.
Oh, over there. Yeah, it's very finicky.
The amount of runs you've lost to this launch.
If we lose a run, it's to this launch or the last one. The last one's significantly better than it used to be, but it's, yeah, usually one of those. It's a rough one.
There we go.
There we go. That's what it's supposed to do. And then everybody's supposed to spawn up there. And this one is a really fun, like, pixel jump. I've only gotten it, like, 2 times, but Zoja doesn't need to get it to be able to... You just gotta, like, hop up on this little ledge thing that I just missed. You can hop up specifically and able to, like, jump around the wall and stuff. I'm gonna attempt it. I always attempt it, and he always gets it before. So. Yeah, like that.
So now what we're gonna do is spin
Losing
lock.
the light. Come on.
So Zoj is gonna be obviously buddied up, and if he can twist his thing around like that, get us up there, and instead of having to do the whole puzzle thing, we just right up here to the end of
Break
it,
it down.
and then we're all set to go. But that one can be hard too.
So if you guys are interested in speedrunning, but you really don't like playing games by yourself, find a buddy and do some co-op runs. Co-op runs they're so fun, and they're probably my favorite way to speedrun. I do just a lot of speedrunning in general, just because I love speedrunning. But co-op runs are definitely like my favorite way to do it, just because when you're doing a co-op run, you have a friend that you're doing something.
Passed into the mountain through
And
the
for me,
secret door.
doing a co-op run makes things significantly less frustrating. I don't know what it is, but when I'm speedrunning with my wife here or my friend, the Spectacular Slade, things go by, like, the frustration of a lost run is significantly less.
I did not believe them.
So this game is our stealth section. This section is our stealth section. So we are trying to sneak around, trying to avoid Smaug from seeing us and getting us. So we are just gonna be going around, rolling stuff. Rolling is the quickest way to move in this section, and we need to stay out of Smaug's eyesight. So we'll see his light comes down in the sections. Wherever the light is, very. We have to stay out of that, otherwise he catches us and burns us. So we're trying to stay out of that, and
But I don't remember.
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Where do you come from? May I ask?
I come from under the hill.
Underhill.
And under hills and over hills, my path is led.
And if I can
I'm he who walks unseen.
I can swing it around like this and move significantly faster if everything works properly. For us to go on.
Go on.
This one's mine.
Barrel rider.
Now that is interesting.
This thing right here.
Oh, yeah. So this is something that Dr. Pi actually kind of discovered while we were doing runs. Is so with that little camera thing where you see the widescreen go away, with player 2 having control, she can actually
You've got that all wrong.
take control of herself and sort of break the little breach. And then if we kill her,
Oh, it did work.
Okay.
We can get it around specifically, and we didn't hit that trigger, so even though I'm about to walk right into Smaug's vision, he doesn't actually see me because he doesn't know to look for me. Gotta hit that trigger.
Yep.
So we can just get right through this section way faster. And I should have been using my chain to move.
And this is where there is the one unskippable cutscene I run. So we've got some time to chill, so you guys should get some donations in.
We're trying to get a $2 donation train started earlier. If we can get that continued, that'll be awesome. For a donation of $2, we'll introduce 8 families to a child. Helping their chances of adoption is just $2, which is a cup of black coffee. You like fancy
I was just
coffee?
saying,
Half
your
it.
reputation precedes you, oh Smaug, the
There you
tyranny.
go.
Truly.
Let's try and get this $2 donation train started again. We are currently at $420. Like I said before, only $180 away from funding one whole. And we have a matching grant right now. So if you donate $2, that becomes $4. And 2 that is
The plan's not gonna work.
So,
These furnaces
you.
are stone cold.
And that helps us get 8 more families.
I did not look
And we
to
get
see
that
you
much
so
closer to
easily
funding the
outwitted.
whole.
Yep. What'd she say?
Slow and fat in your dotage.
Slug.
And now we'll listen to Thorin insult
the
Smog.
dragon.
Go!
Yum.
Or tricky leg.
Probably true.
Get those bellows working. Go!
We... So we have another launch.
Another buddy launch. What are you doing? Oh, I thought I was... Yeah, wow, that was gorgeous. That did exactly what it's supposed to do.
Ah.
Okay, I lied to you. Yeah, this one's fun because it shoots up really high. And, we just hop right over here. Are we gonna do that secondary one?
I don't know how to do that one.
Oh. Wait, you didn't let me get in the corner. I was not running.
Almost worked.
It almost. Oh, this one.
Sometimes the game just robs it.
This one has been finicky as of late for us. We'll do it well. It's just the same thing we always do. Like, we put something in between us, we do a buddy launch, and hope the game shoots us up in the air like it's not supposed to, but also does want it to do. When it doesn't do it, we get not doing the broken things. There we go. That's what we wanted.
And with that launch specifically, the game sometimes will not want, will stop you from getting like, hey, you're going too fast, slow down. And then it kind of yells at you.
Still makes a flashlight?
Stop it.
So now we're gonna enter in our super secret passcode, which definitely isn't the same every single time we play. I'm just gonna kill everything else in the game besides when I'm apparent. And then we're gonna mix some potion-y stuff to hit Smaug with. Zoj has to switch to his keyboard here. We went from a controller to a keyboard because after this section we have a launch that he has to do on the head of the controller before. Sometimes our
That was
bombs
really good.
Sometimes our bombs miss Smaug, so the fact that 5 out of 5 bombs got at him, pretty good. We have no complaint.
So now this is the final launch, so time will also be coming up.
Very soon.
Oh, I shouldn't have jumped.
This is our last one that's kind of finicky that he needs. Computer for. Or the keyboard for.
Because for some reason, this launch is more consistent when you do it on keyboard.
There we go. We are right at the end here.
Time that we want this cutscene.
Right here.
Time. There we go. That is Lego the Hobbit restricted any %. And just like that, we're back on schedule.
Exactly what we needed.
It's really funny to me. Because, yeah, like I said, runners have been doing a way too good of a job at finishing under estimate. And setup has been going really well, so thank you guys again. Oh, hey, we got a $2 donation from Gooby that says...
Zojalyx is patchy.
Wow.
Thank you, Gooby, for your $2 donation, continuing our $2 donation train. Thank you, Gooby.
Even though you're patchy.
Who is next? Who's gonna help us continue our train going? Gooby's $2 is just turned into $4. That means our $2 donation train with 2 people donating has become $8.
When did he help?
Introducing.
That one went to purple and green. So purple and green and blue and pink are tied. Sorry.
And now we have introduced 32 families to kids, helping their chances of getting adopted double.
Yeah. So that's really freaking cool. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been amazing. It's been a great event to put on. Like I said, we've had a great problem of being so far ahead that we've had to pull 2 backup rounds.
You have come from
Which has been really great. It's funny that this is a problem that we have, but I certainly will not complain. Alright, with that, we're going to go to a brief intermission here while we get set up for the next run, which is Tempest Mask running with cheat. Not something. I don't remember. Curse Crackers for whom the bell toils. So we will be right back. It'll be any %, no cactus Bonnie mode. I don't know what that means, but we will be seeing you guys here in just a little bit.
And this is a great time to get your $2 donation in.
And we have our $2 matching donation, so thank you. That continues to tie up the incentive for the Electhead color palette choice. So we've got purple and green are tied with blue and pink. So anybody and everybody can snipe who the winner will be at any point. So please continue to get your donations in, guys.